I set up my Erin Condren yesterday, and now I'm setting up my bullet journal for May, and this just feels like putting on the most comfy pair of pants after not getting to wear them for a month. Oh my God. Hi everybody, today is Monday, April 30th. It is technically the last day of Plan As You Go month for April 2018, and I will not be actually working in my Scribbles That Matter bullet planner today. I'm going back to my bullet journal and setting it up for the month of May. I will be wrapping up Plan As You Go and doing a video kind of going into my thoughts on the bullet planner itself over the next couple of days, so I will show you kind of the end of the challenges and everything then. So today I just want to focus on getting this puppy set up because you have no idea how excited I am to do this. Of course, I might get 2 pages in and be like, fuck, why was I excited? But for right now, I'm ready. I'm ready. And after using some kind of muted colors this last month, I decided I wanted to go bright for springtime. Some of you who follow me on Instagram know I have been obsessed with just looking at this washi from Simply Gilded. It's got strawberries on it and gold foil. I love the bright green and the bright pink, so I decided a bright green, bright pink theme this month was going to be my thing. I picked this lineup of Tombows to go with it. There's a couple of tealy greens, a couple of bright pinks, and then a few soft colors to complement them. And if you are interested in this Tombow color palette, I will have it listed down below. Now that I have rambled, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my Year in Pixels. I already filled it out for the day, but I figured I haven't showed it in the last couple of days, so I might as well give you the heads up. I have had a rough few nights. One of my kidneys has been really angry at me. I've got a lot of rando shit in here, a lot of work I've done like on the book club and things like that, and there's some blank pages I've left because there's some work I want to go back and finish. So this is the spread I'm going to start with for the month of May. I want to start on this page. I don't know what's going to go here. It could be more book club work. It could be a swatch page. We'll worry about that later. But for right now, I'm going to get my May cover page kind of done. I'm not even really sure what's going on in this particular cover sheet, but I'm okay with that because I think that it's kind of all over the place, and that's sort of where I'm at right now. But let's move forward to the monthly calendar. Now, I love the bullet planner setup with the line down the middle and then stuff on either side because I have so much travel going on this month and so many rando things going on this month. I think going back to my old style of calendar that I've been experimenting with divided up into 3 different sections is probably my best bet. And I'm going to slap down some washi tape first. Although I will say one thing I'm going to take from doing my month in the bullet planner is I am just going to run washi straight across the bottom and not cut it at, I'm going to just do this rather than doing 4 separate pieces because it's faster this way. And now I'm going to take a few minutes and draw in the calendar. This is a wee bit sloppy as fuck, but I'm not that worried about it. So as a quick explanation of what I do, this is dividing up my monthly calendar into work-related things, church-related things, and the rest of it. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this style when I'm no longer on the board. I am going to have responsibilities at church, but they're going to be a lot less intense than the ones I have right now. So that's something to think about. But for right now, we're in heavy church intensity right now. So I do need this. And then the task list, where it's just going to be sort of a mashup of all the things that need to get accomplished. So now I'm going to utilize my monthly planner and my Erin Condor monthly to get all of my shit on here for the month. Let's see if I can do it without fucking anything up, because it's rare that I can do that. I also, if you didn't notice, marked the beginning of each week with a thin line here just so I can kind of pay attention that way. Before I mark anything else in, though, I do need to mark some travel that I'm doing. The reason the trips are marked here is that these two are work related and this one is for my grandma's memorial service. I don't think that's all of it, but that's as much of it as I can remember right now. I'll get the rest of it in a little bit. As for my task list, I will get that all copied over tomorrow morning because I got to figure out what else I need to get done. So for now, I'm just going to leave this like this and move forward. I'm going to draw on my habit tracker. I really enjoyed the different habits I was doing this last month, so I'm basically going to copy them all over, but use the same style habit tracker I've used in the past. You can see the wonkiness that happens when the washi tape starts to pile up on the paper. I'm willing to live with the wonkiness because I like the washi tape, but sometimes it's like, fuck, dude, really? I made an estimation. We're going to write out the days now, and we'll see if I actually counted right or if I'm going to be pissed off as fuck. Woohoo! Score! And one of the tricks I used last month was to write the names of the Tombow markers I was going to use to fill in the habit tracker so that I didn't get mixed up because I have like several different shades of similar colors. So I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to use 373 and 743 to fill it in. And now I'm going to list off my habits and then I'll tell you about them when I'm done. Leaving the space at the bottom. Last month I wound up adding a couple in as I went when I started to do something different. So I'm going to do the same here. But the habits I've got here are the same ones I did last month. We have the wellness centered ones, the waking up on time, drinking my water, walking, and checking my blood pressure. And my 3 challenges I do, the llamas love lettering every damn day, rando doodles, and I'm doing the oh so cute doodles again this month. Then basic things I need to stay on top of when it comes to work, Instagram stories, putting a video up, answering comments, and posting to Patreon Lens, which is basically an Instagram stories or Snapchat version for Patreon, and then adding people to my group. And then the last couple are taking a little time to learn or enrich myself, which I've had to do a lot of lately because I learned how to do things like for the podcast and shit like that. It's been a lot of learning, so it's good to keep that up. And then the 100 days challenge and posting for the book club that I'm doing in the Facebook group. So those are all of my habits, and I will just fill them in with these 2 colors. I'm also going to take a moment right now to address why I think tracking habits can be important. You don't have to do it, but why it's important for me. The biggest reason is because I really need to feel like I am making progress, and if I see the habits checked in over the course of a month, it motivates me to do more because seeing things checked off or filled in is something that really, really motivates me. So checking off habits makes me feel like I can keep going. I've got all my challenges printed out. If you would like the printables for my challenges, you can find them in the Llamas Love Lettering Facebook group or at cindyguentert-baldo.com, both of which are linked down below. The Oh So Cute Doodles challenge printable is in the Oh So Cute Doodles Facebook group. So if you're looking for that, that's where you can get that. I'm just grabbing my Tombow adhesive and I'm going to glue these down on this page. This is my 2 challenges, and then the Oh So Cute Doodles will be on the same page as the calendar for that. This is one of the first times I've used this Tombow thing, and it is fucking goopy as fuck. I don't know if maybe I have a janky one or I just used it wrong, but this is kind of frustrating. It is sticky though. I just figured I'd doodle with some of the colors just to tie it together. I'm also, oh, and it only shadowed a little bit. I'm also going to add a little bit of washi tape down the side so this page is easy to find. I know some of you suggested putting challenges on a tip in, but honestly, if I keep them all in kind of a similar place, it's not that big of a deal. And I think I'm going to give myself 2 spreads for lettering so I can be a little bit bigger with it, and then 1 spread for rando doodles. So that I think is going to work. All right, so that's the challenges page. It looks a little hurly-burly, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to get this page. So this page and the next page are going to be lettering because I've tried to do 1 full spread for the lettering. And as this month with our sexy phrases, some of them are longer. I thought I'd just give myself 2 full spreads to give me plenty of room to letter as big as I want to. Okay, that's going to be day 1 of Llama's Love Lettering. Not day 1, spread 1. So basically 15 days should go here and like 16 days can go here. Washi, like randomness is striking again. When you feel like you want to go fast at something, be sloppy. Just think of it when people say, oh, it looks like you weren't very neat. You say, well, I'm being sloppy chic. Sloppy chic is your excuse for any time you don't want to be super neat, but because you're lazy. I swear to God, I think Loki just farted right next to me. It smells funkadelic over here right now. Ugh. Now that we've got those 2 drawn in, I'm going to draw in my calendar for Oh So Cute Doodles. I was trying so hard to not draw my lines too far, and I did. I know it seems like a little thing and it shouldn't bother me that much, but it fucking does. It fucking I can have wobbly ass lines and that doesn't bug me, but go over just a little bit and somehow that's the fucking problem. Okay, this tape runner is really starting to piss me off. All right, there's my doodle challenge for the month, and I'm okay with that. This is going to be the longest fucking video. I know you guys are okay with it, but I'm just thinking right now about how long it's going to take to edit. So now we're ready to start setting up for this coming up week. I am not going to do one of these timely shit spreads, not because I shouldn't, but because my week it's a different kind of itinerary this week because so much of it's traveling and caught up with Go Wild, and I've got that laid out in my Erin Condren. I think I'm going to actually draw out an itinerary spread, but I'm not going to do that today because I need to actually sit and look at my itinerary. So you'll get a look at it next week when I post my bullet journal setup for the week and I show you how I got through this week. However, I am going to do a time tracker because I want to incorporate that this month. I feel like I've taken a couple months off and that helped, and now I want to do it again, or at least give it a month and see how it goes. So I want to do a time tracker, and then I want to get a list of things that need to get done this week set up so that I can get that all filled out. And somewhere I want to incorporate a weekly blood pressure tracker because that seems to be working out okay. So we're going to start by drawing in a probably time tracker and a blood pressure tracker on this page. And I'm going to lay down some of this drinking washi since it's Go Wild week, and that just seems appropriate. So my time tracker, how it works if you haven't seen it before, is this is the list of hours in the day, and then each day has it room for two half hours for each hour. So each hour is broken up into 2, so I can track by half hour. That sounded like really confusing. I hope it made sense. I'll fill in some of today as soon as I get the colors put down. So this is going to be my bleh. I can't talk. What the hell, man? This is my blood pressure tracker, and then here's where I'm going to put my key for my blood pressure tracker. I mean, I'm all over the place. Holy shit. Okay. Color code for the time tracker is going to go here. I want to put one on a tip-in, but I want to experiment and see if these colors work for me, because I know that I was struggling for a little while with how I was developing my day. And it's going to be different than it was last time. So we're going to get that laid out right about meow. So my list is a little different than it's looked in the past. Some of it's the same, some of it's different. So time I'm sleeping, time spent with my husband, time spent with my kids, recovery time where I'm hurting and I need to just lay down and take a chill pill. It's a real thing when you have chronic illness, and I need to build that, like, see how often I'm doing that. Not because it's bad, but because that way I know. Errands, chores, and I'm just wrapping food, like cooking, up into chores right now for the sake of ease. Then for work, I've got just work, which includes filming, podcast, all of that, rather than separate YouTube and my other work shit. I'm just putting it all together, but I'm putting my Patreon stuff separate from that because I like to see how much time I'm spending on Patreon specific stuff, even though there won't be a lot of that this week because I will be so busy out of town. Again, with church, there's not, aside from tomorrow, I'm not planning on spending a lot of time doing that this week either. Travel, important this month, is to track my travel time because I will be doing a lot of traveling and that needs to get built into it. Fucking off. I'm wrapping up just farting around on social media, watching TV, basically doing nothing, but not in a recovery way, just in a I'm lazy and procrastinating kind of way. Hygiene, shower, makeup, all that. And then friends. I almost forgot to put that on there, but there's going to be times when I'm at Go Wild where I'm going to be really working, and then there's times where I'm going to have dinner with my friends. And so I want to think about it that way. So this is my time tracker, and I'm going to fill in for this morning so you can see how it kind of works. I woke up at 7, so I slept, and then I spent half an hour this morning helping my kids get ready for school, and then another half an hour getting ready, and now I've been working since then, and I will mark all that in when I'm done working. I'll just put it all in one block. That's how I like to time track. When I finish up whatever I'm doing for the moment and I start something else, I'll take a second and fill it in, unless I've been lazy, and then I'll go back and try and estimate. But this month I'm going to try really hard to be as accurate as I can, travel notwithstanding, so that I can really see where my time is going. So for the week of priorities, I'm going to just write priorities, and then I'm going to brain dump everything I can think of right here. I'm not going to do it in this video because it's getting long, but again, you'll see it next week when I flip through. But rather than doing a nice neat priority list, I'm going to use this space to just barf out everything I need to get done at the beginning of this week to get ready for my trip and to be prepared so that next week when church shit hits the fan, I'll be prepared for that as well. This will be room for my brain dump for later. And as I'm not bullet journaling in here today because I just am going to make my to-do list elsewhere, I think this is the end of this setup and the end of Plan As You Go month. So tomorrow I will be doing a Plan As You Go wrap up where I kind of do what I did last time and I'll answer a few questions I got. I will also talk a little bit about what this life is going to look like on this channel for the next couple of months, when I might do another potential Plan As You Go. And then the day after tomorrow, so Wednesday, I will have a final thoughts on this month I've spent in the Scribbles That Matter bullet planner and tell you, I mean, a lot of you know some of it, but I'll kind of go in detail about how I feel about the planner. Do I recommend it after using it for a month? Blah, blah, blah. And I will show you the last couple of days that I've done challenges and stuff in there so you can see how that all ended up. So look out for that in the next couple of days. In the meantime, why don't you tell me about something that you're doing right now with your planning that is making you really happy? Because for me, what's making me really happy is going back to my usual system. I'm super excited about it and I'm just ready to dig into it. So let me know something that's making you happy about your system in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.